Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, and I am spent. Man, so yesterday I made it as far as I could possibly get, and I ended up shutting down at one of my old favorite haunts, the Petro in Rochelle, Illinois, on 39, and got in there with just a few minutes left on my extended 14-hour clock because I took a split sleeper berth. So when I was at that shipper in St. John, Michigan, that whole process took really, really long. And I had the foresight when I was there to put myself into sleeper berth. And turned out to be a real good thing because I had 3 hours worth of continual sleeper berth, which I could then use as a split break. Well, so that extended my 14. So basically that paused my 14-hour clock. That enabled me to have, essentially like a 17-hour day. So I shut down at that Petro in Rochelle, utterly exhausted, and the way I'm doing this now is I took a 7-hour break because I had to leave the Petro at 3 a.m. in order to make it here to Toma, where we're sitting right now in the driveway of the receiver. I had to get here by 7. So I pulled in at about 6:30 a.m. It is now 6:50, and sun is peeking up on the horizon there. I've got the truck facing towards the east, and beautiful sunrise looking like. And that is Interstate 90 rolling around onto our right, and the customer is off to our left. So I'm waiting for them to come in. They come in at 7. And they will see me sitting out here waiting, so I will be on time. Paid dearly for it, but that's what you do when you drive and you take it seriously and you want to do it well. These are the things you do, right? So, that 7-hour break, essentially, give it an hour and a half on both ends of it. That's 3 hours of that 7. Where you're either winding down and, brushing your teeth and trying to, get yourself ready and go to bed. And eat something too, because that's the only time I ever eat, is at the end of my day. And, and then in the morning, I don't know too many people that just wake up and start at it. I'm not one of them. I'm not a morning person at all. It takes a couple nuclear blasts and 20 gallons of coffee and about 7 hours before I'm awake. But I give it an hour and a half or so, just to make sure I'm up and coherent and safe to drive, and had my coffee and all that good stuff. So, essentially what that means is that 7-hour break, minus 3, that's 4 hours. So I'm going on 4 hours of sleep right now. That's trucking. So the way this split is going to work now is that as soon as I'm done with this customer, I have plenty on my 14 right now, but I have only about 2 hours and change on my drive clock because I decided to use that 7-hour break as the first break. So that 3 hours that I spent at the at the shipper, I'm actually not using that as a split. I'm using the 7 hours. I shouldn't say that. I used that as a split to extend my 14 to be able to get to the Petro in Rochelle. So that got me there legally. And now I'm going to take, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to stop at a rest area up the road, and I'm going to take another 3-hour break and just sleep. And that will reset my clock to have my full 14 and my full 11, kind of reset my clock and zero it out to starting 0, which is exactly great because it's Friday, right? So I'm going to pick up a load in Eau Claire, which is another, I don't know, from the rest stop is about a half hour from here, so from here to Eau Claire is to us, so it's an hour and a half from the rest stop to Eau Claire. Pick up that load, and then it's, I want to say, about between 5 and 6 hours or so to get back down to Plainfield and park the truck, and my day will be done, and then come back on Monday morning with that load still on me, because it's going somewhere in Michigan and delivers on Monday. So perfect. I always love coming back with a trailer that needs to get delivered on Monday, because that way, you know, you can come in and just go. Don't have to wait for an assignment or anything like that. You just go. And you can, you know, base the time you start your day on when it needs to be delivered. So I kind of like that. But anyway, I'm sleep deprived and babbling. I will check in later. Hey, all right, so we are on our way home. We're up still in Wisconsin. We're on I-94 heading down from Eau Claire towards Tomah, where 94 and 90 rejoin together, and continue on down to where 39 joins in on the party, and it becomes a three-way. Yes, 39, I-90, and I-94 all combined, all wrapped up in each other, driving down the one road. Pretty kinky, huh? Yahoo! Anyhow, I'm pretty sure that the GoPros failed me once again when we were at our receiver. I know they are, at our receiver. I know one of the cameras, at least, I think it was the outside rear view, just kind of shut itself off out of nowhere, as GoPros seem to do. So I don't know if I caught anything or what I caught of that, delivering at 7 this morning to our receiver in Tomah. And then after we got offloaded there, we headed up to Eau Claire. A very nice small business there, and the owner himself was there, since they're normally closed on Friday. But this shipment had to get out, and the owner was there doing it himself. Super cool guy, very, very nice dude. And so that was real nice to chat with him for a bit. And he got all of his stuff that he needed sent to Troy, Michigan, loaded up onto my trailer, and we got it sealed, signed, and it will be delivered. So he was a very happy camper to get that thing on its way. And I now have it in the trailer all sealed up, safe and sound, and it's going to come with me down to the yard in Plainfield, where we will park and go home for the weekend. And then first thing Monday morning, I will jump back in the truck with said trailer and head to Troy, Michigan to deliver it. So, yeah, that's probably about it for the week. And I hope I didn't bore you to tears. I figured, what the heck, I'll take you along this week and you see what it's like, instead of just a day in the life of a truck driver, a week in the life. So it's kind of like a ride shotgun with a truck driver. So maybe that's what I should call it. It should be a series, Ride Shotgun with me. And just kind of join me for the week's festivities as we drive all over the greater Midwest and pick up and deliver people's stuff that's desperately important to them, and make sure that it's safe and sound and delivered where it needs to go, and thereby keeping our economy rolling. Yes, that's right. We do that. We truck drivers. So anyway, on that note, I bid you a great day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.